Hello, it's Bonnie with Turquoise and Tufa, and I am back to present jewelry to you from pages 20 to 25 of Turquoise and Tufa's Native American Jewelry Catalog, the 2026 version. We'll start off with page 20, and there's just two pieces on page 20 because they are such stellar pieces. First of all, we have this fantastic Zuni necklace. It's a mid-century piece. This one blows me away. It's just so wonderful. The design in it takes my breath away. Notice the gorgeous natural blue gem turquoise, and then you have the red abalone and a few black jet accents. But honestly, how advanced is this design? And it's a little bit smaller in scale, but I actually think that that's exactly what you need with a design this complex. I love it because you can wear it either as a choker because of this adjustable chain, or you can wear it a little bit longer the way that I had it before. I've paired it with these very contemporary earrings, which actually look great with the necklace I showed you in the previous video that was onyx beads with gorgeous accent beads and the beautiful onyx pendant in this shape. These earrings are done by Jake and Irene Livingston. They are signed on the back, and they're clips, but they are so comfortable. I don't even know that I have these on. These are so versatile because, again, they're very contemporary in look, and yet you can wear them with more traditional styles of jewelry, especially that Zuni inlay that you have trouble finding anything to wear with. Keep that in mind, these earrings, if you've got some Zuni necklaces and you think, what in the world do I wear with those necklaces? Moving to the next page, I've got a final piece by Frank Patania Sr. out of the Thunderbird shop. It's a really pretty ring, and if you remember those earrings I showed you on the page where I featured the circles and the silver dots or raindrops, this is in the same design as those earrings that I had. And what's so funny, this came to me very recently. A woman offered it to me even though the catalog was already almost in the end of its production, and I said, send it on over. I have to have it because I knew it looks so great with those earrings. It has a little bit of a dome there. Okay, we're moving to some more vintage Zuni earrings that are after my heart. I know I'm going to regret selling these. I know it. These have everything in them that I just go crazy over. They make me weak in the knees. Look at that great turquoise. Look at the design in there. Something else about these earrings that's really, really neat. A woman called me from Colorado, and she had these passed down to her. She claims to be the family of Mabel Dodge Lujan, and she said that these come from the family collection. What's also neat about these earrings, I don't know if you can see, but they have a social security number etched into the back of each earring. And if you remember, back in the day, people would etch their social security numbers into pieces that they thought were very valuable. So these were indeed beloved. And I just think that's such a neat part of the history of these. They're so striking. They're just so striking. And I paired them with a simpler necklace rather than this Zuni necklace because the earrings are almost too much with this necklace. The necklace I chose to show these earrings with is a very simple, but for that reason, so lovely, early Navajo bead and nausea necklace, you'll notice with this necklace that the beads are not completely round. They're handmade, but see how the shape is a little bit different from round beads? And I thought this necklace was a great example to show that not all beads were exactly the same shape. You'll notice it's really long, which I love. It has this presence to it, despite the fact that it's not too heavy, but the length gives it this really lovely presence. I want to show you in Mara's book on Indian silverwork of the Southwest, you will see examples of some early beads that are in similar shapes that are not quite round like these. So do you see these beads here? I love how this book compares all of the different shapes. You know, these are very round, and compare them with these and these. On page 100, we can see some beads that also have blossoms with them. These, again, very round, but then when we move to these, they're kind of a similar shape as the ones that are around my neck right now. So if you like more understated, this might be the necklace for you. It has soul to it. It really, really does. And you know me, I'm all about pieces with soul. Now, I have another necklace to show you because I think this one is going to sell quickly. And I think that there may be some people looking for something with a similar look to it. Now, this necklace is not as early, but it's sweet and it has that simpler look. This one is much lighter weight. It's also strung on string. It's much more affordable than this one, but still a really great look. And notice how nicely these earrings with this circular form kind of play against the nausea form. One final thing about this necklace is how the nausea has the hands that everybody wants. If I were a major collector of Jake and Irene Livingston, I do not know which of the two necklaces I would choose. It is really, really hard to figure it out. I guess it comes down to black or red, but these are red Mediterranean coral tubes. We have the same type of handmade sterling silver cones, elongated cones and these shorter ones, and then handmade sterling silver beads. There are accent beads of 14 karat gold, lapis, turquoise, and I think there are a few little coral beads on there as well. And then, like the onyx necklace, we have this removable pendant. Now this pendant actually has a 14 karat gold bezel. It doesn't pick up. There you can see it. So again, kind of three necklaces in one, because you can wear the coral without the pendant and you can wear the pendant on its own. It's a beautiful piece, really long, much like the old necklace I just had on, but so lovely. Let me show it to you with the pendant removed now. Okay, so you can see even with the pendant removed, it's just a stellar necklace. It's so beautiful. Can you see how the little accents sparkle? And then of course, the pendant you could wear on Navajo pearls. It's just something stellar in its own right, hand stamped. And of course, if you were fortunate to wind up with both Livingston necklaces, if you're just a super fan, you can interchange the two pendants. We have some earrings that actually would look really pretty with this necklace. These are Tony Aguilar Sr. And the reason I went ahead and attributed these to Tony Aguilar Sr. is because I have had an almost identical pair. So I felt like I should attribute these, even though I was trying to make a statement by not doing so on this other Tony Aguilar collection that I received. But look how pretty these are. These are the ones I mentioned earlier would look really good with those other Aguilar family hoops where you could interchange the turquoise stone for this coral stone and place it on the hoop. So see, these look really nice with this necklace if you just want a simple coral. I don't want to take this off. That happens to look phenomenal with these earrings is by Mike Bird Romero. And I don't know if you can see because my light is making a reflection, but the turquoise here is just as good as it gets. And I love that he has this beautiful turquoise stone and he has paired it with a more rugged natural coral stone. And then we have these gold beads here that are, I believe, yeah, they're 18 karat. And this one is a pin or a pendant. I love having the option of a pin or a pendant. You can see how pretty that is and how pretty it looks with the earrings. Now the next piece I have on the page, do you remember seeing something similar earlier in the videos, but with turquoise instead of coral? Do you remember who made it? It is Alberto Contreras, who apprenticed with Frank Patania Sr. We see these different connections now. We have Frank Patania, who was Sicilian, then we have Alberto Contreras, and then we have Native American jewelers working side by side and lots of cross-pollination there. So look at this. Here's the one from the earlier pages. How cool is that? That there is a coral one, fine, natural, red Mediterranean coral, and then turquoise. What would you pick? I have no idea. But you know what? They both look great with everything on these pages. There's those side by side. The final piece on this page is this great heavy duty twisted wire cuff, and it fits me perfectly and I don't want to let it go. You know, I always have to exclude pieces. It's hard because it's just, how do you choose? But in these videos, when you take the time to watch, you get to see some of the pieces that didn't make it. I think this is such a neat bracelet. Can you see that? How each little link has been flattened? And then look at here on the top and the bottom of the cuff. Look at the decoration. Whoever created it knew how to work silver. So this one was not in the catalog, but it is available. If you're interested, you can send me an email. And I liked the way that we have some of the silver work here that kind of plays with the silver work on this cuff. Let me show you them together. I'm trying not to take too much time here, but I just love showing you all these pieces. This one is by David Reeves, and this is a contemporary piece done in an old style. Look at that domed turquoise. And again, look at the wire work. Let me get it on my wrist. Look at the wire work on this one. But I just don't have room for everything that I planned for. I'm so limited. So anyway, that is another piece that is available. This bracelet, for what it is, beautiful handmade and traditional style with a nice natural stone, this is a good price. Just a little heads up. Next I have this really pretty old Zuni. It's a pin. And I just hope that we can bring pins back because I have a newfound love for them. This is big. It comes from a very significant New York City collection. And just look at the work there. Look at those stones, how beautifully set they are. And on the back, 1950s, four corners area pawn. So somebody wrote that on the back. I love it. This is Cordell Pajarito from Kiwa or Santo Domingo, Pueblo, and he is part of the Lovato family. This is a little bit reminiscent of what Charles Lolema used to do with some of his Tufa cast cuffs, how he would set hand-cut beads in there. I can't get over this look. I just think it is perfection. It's truly perfection. The inside is decorated. And notice the beads go all the way around. And it looks so good on. Wear this with any beaded necklace and you are set. This vintage Zuni Thunderbird, he is a pin and a pendant. And it's a little bit notice the nice turquoise in there, his mother of pearl head, and the cutting of the stones is a little bit dimensional. It's not totally flat inlay. It looks really pretty on. We have something some of you may not have seen before. It's a dress clip. And this is part of Marty Striever's private collection. How neat is this little guy? He can be clipped on. So you could clip him onto anything. If you clip or pin pieces onto like a boot, it gives such a fashionable edge. You could clip him onto your silk scarf. Just such a cute guy. Leave it to Marty to have a dress clip with such a great stone in there. We're back to another Aguilar family piece from the same collection. This one is so pretty, and I think that the turquoise looks like corn. Even the silver beads look like corn to me, which gives extra significance. This is more of a choker length, but goodness gracious, does it have presence. Look at how oh my goodness, it changes everything on me. I'm wearing it with these Tony Aguilar Senior earrings, and see how there's just the one teeny bit of coral in there? And so the earrings set that all off beautifully. Corn, kind of a collar necklace. Oh, when I haven't put this on until now, and now that I have it on, I'm pretty blown away because, wow. I purposefully put this piece with the two rings. A, because this does remind me of corn, but also because this is father or son, Tony Aguilar Sr. or Wayne Aguilar, and the two rings are done by father and son. This one is Anthony Lovato's. This is corn, you see that? And notice with the Aguilar family piece, how these little corn kernels look similar to the necklace. And then this one is Joel Pajarito, who is Anthony's son. Go around here. I love this look. And then remember my bracelet that I have on here, this is Cordell Pajarito. He is Anthony Lovato's other son. And this could be interpreted also as corn. So I leave you with thoughts of abundance and life and corn.